This is Anne-Lorraine Galvez and I will be discussing about diabetes mellitus. The learning objectives for this video are: explain the disease process of diabetes mellitus, to recognize the causes and risk factors leading to diabetes mellitus. First, we need to discuss about endocrine system. Endocrine system is made up of glands that produce and secretes hormones that regulates the body organs. Hormones are chemical messenger which transfers the information from one set of the cells to another for coordinated body functions. One of these hormones is insulin. Insulin is a hormone made by the pancreas that allows your body to use sugar from the carbohydrates in the food that you eat for energy, or to store glucose for future use. Insulin helps keep your blood sugar level from getting too high or too low. One of the glands of the endocrine system is the pancreas. Pancreas has both endocrine and exocrine functions. For the endocrine function, it secretes hormones called insulin and glucagon, which regulates the blood sugar. And for the exocrine function, it secretes digestive enzymes. Next slide, I will be discussing how glucose is utilized inside the body. After eating foods that contains carbohydrates, digestive chemicals of the small intestine breaks them down to sugar molecules called glucose. Next, the cells lining the small intestine absorbs the glucose, which passes into the bloodstream. When the blood reaches the pancreas, beta cells inside the pancreas detects an increasing blood glucose level. The beta cells then release insulin into the bloodstream. This is to reduce the blood glucose levels. Most of the cells of the body have certain receptors on the membranes that binds to the circulating insulin. Insulin acts as the key and lock to the cell membrane. To open up the cell, it activates the glucose transporter inside the cell to bind with the cell membrane, so the circulating blood glucose can get inside the cell for energy regulation of the body. What is diabetes mellitus? According to WHO, it is a chronic disease caused by inherited and or acquired defect in production of the insulin by the pancreas, or by the ineffectiveness of the insulin produced. Such a defect results in increased concentration of blood glucose, which in turn damage many of the body systems, in particular the blood vessels and the nerves. In type 1 diabetes, pancreas fails to produce insulin, or may be a genetic abnormality in which T cells, our normal antibody, loses self-tolerance. Self-tolerance is the ability of the antibodies to detect foreign body cells. T cells mistakenly detects pancreas as foreign body. T cells then launch a coordinated attack to the beta cells. This results in the destruction of the beta cells, which happens early in life. Less beta cells means less insulin production. Lesser insulin unlocks the cell membrane in which glucose cannot get into the cells, causing an increase in glucose level in the bloodstream, hence develop into a condition called hyperglycemia. In type 2 diabetes mellitus, the body becomes insulin resistant. Beta cells produces enough insulin, but our body does not respond to it. There is a missing or abnormal insulin receptor. Due to this abnormal receptor, our glucose cannot get into the cell. As the blood glucose level in the body increases, our pancreas activates our beta cells to produce more insulin. For some time, our beta cells can adjust. But our beta cells becomes overworked, causing a damaged beta cells, leading to a lesser insulin production, causing an increased blood glucose levels called hyperglycemia. The classic signs of symptoms of diabetes mellitus are the 3 Ps. Even though there's a lot of blood glucose in the blood, it cannot get into the cells, which leaves our cells starved for energy. To compensate, our adipose tissues starts to break down fats, and muscle tissues break down protein, which results in weight loss for some with uncontrolled diabetes. This state makes people hungry, causing polyphagia. Poly means a lot, phagia means eating, a lot of eating. Due to increased blood glucose, some glucose gets filtered into the kidney called glycosuria. Because glucose is osmotically active, water tends to follow, resulting in increased urination as polyuria. Again, poly means a lot and urea refers to urine. And because there's so much urination, people with uncontrolled blood sugar levels feels dehydrated and thirsty, to a condition called polydipsia. Poly means a lot and dipsia means thirst. Risk factors include for type 1 diabetes mellitus, family history, genetic abnormality, presence of HLA-DR3 and HLA-DR4. Not all with this deficiency develops diabetes. Environmental factors. Viral infections, which activates the T cells to attack. For type 2 diabetes mellitus, risk factors includes obesity, sedentary lifestyle, and aging. Thank you for watching. This is Anne Lorraine Galvez for Diabetes mellitus.